All right, guys, I'm here with our current Mr. Olympia for men's physique, Ray Edmonds. We're going to go over some men's physique posing today and stuff that I've noticed over this past year with posing, a lot of it in the NPC, but even with some pros. We're going to go over some things that help you guys and let you guys know what the judges are looking for and what we're seeing. So we'll start out here. Ray will just get in his front pose.
The most important thing is find your comfort level. No matter what I do to the next person, practice finding what's comfortable for you. I'm taller, so I gotta watch my arms and stuff. So what I find that works for me is just put them straight down to the side. Here, look at all the gaps. You know? So me, keep everything here. Nice and tight, big, top.
Right here, guys, look, see, for him, this is his pose, but he's relaxed. His arms are down, they're not to the side like this. They're not up, and they're not, his wrists aren't turned like this, like you're riding a motorcycle. A lot of you guys are doing this. When you do this, you take away all the shape of your lats, too. Take it all away. We're looking for V-taper here. So, arms aren't up, they're relaxed here for him, and they're not to the side. But, see, so he's posing, this is his side. You guys all have to see what works best for you. Like he said, this hand on the hips, that's not his pose. He does this pose, he's not comparing a lot of the top guys anymore. He's made himself look way worse, you know?
Yep.
So you guys got to figure it out. Just because, you know, Ray poses like this or Andre does the hands on the hips, that doesn't mean you guys should do it too.
Sure.
You guys have to definitely figure out what works for your physiques.
And me, I always come back home to my comfort zone, people. No matter what the next person's doing.
And he can hold this for days, you know, guys, because especially on national stages, we're comparing you. You know, we're looking at you the whole entire time.
Right.
So the guys that are holding their poses like this, our eyes are looking at them, and those are the guys that are going to end up moving in because they make themselves look better. They're not changing poses. You know, they're not doing like 3 different things at once. Get your pose and get into it.
You know, I did. That happened to me. It happens to us all.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why we're making this video, because I know a lot of people need to know that.
But that's why I laugh, because I was there before too. But everything he's saying, practice, man, practice, practice. It's still unappreciated. I don't know why. But,
Now go ahead and face the back. All right, guys, look. Same thing here. His arms aren't all the way up past shoulder level. You know, he's not riding a bike. He made sure his chest is up, so his back is arched, his lower back is arched a little, his chest is up. He's making sure his lats are engaged. Okay, they're out wide. You know, you see here, he's not squeezing the traps. He's not doing that. Doesn't help. Look what happens, raise your arms up. See how his lats just completely change shape? Now put him back. Look how much wider he is with his arms like that. Okay, when you guys raise them up and like you're riding a bicycle, it takes away your whole entire shape of your back. When you're squeezing, you're taking away the V-taper, and that does not look good. So you guys got to make sure you get your lats out on stage, because you know, right now that's not happening. Actually, do what you just did. Some of you guys are doing this too. You're round your shoulders.
Yeah, right here.
Yep. You guys are doing stuff like this and trying to come out like this. Takes away all your detail and everything like that. Your shoulders are rounded. You don't want to do that. You want to have your lower back arched a little bit, chest up, have your lats out and engaged. You should be able to feel it. And then the same thing, look, he could stay here for a while. He knows that first call at the Olympia, we make him stay here. We're looking at 6, 8 guys going like that. So go ahead and turn around. And then another thing I wanted to go over was, for national shows especially, but this happens still on the pro stage too, guys, we call out 8 guys to give you guys a chance to fight. We don't want to miss anybody. So we're not calling out 8 guys randomly. We're calling out 8 guys because we want to give you guys, listen, we think you guys are pretty close. You have a chance to pose your way in. But when we have 8 guys on the stage, you guys got to give each other room. So if we're next to each other, and now we're going like this, right? And we're like trying to put our arms up in front of each other, you're going to lose your shape.
Yes.
You're going to lose your physique on stage. You don't need to be elbowing with anybody. Actually, and especially if me or Steve are judging, so that's basically at all the national shows, instead of taking, you know, the lines here, instead of trying to get in front of the line and come towards us, if you take a step back, all of a sudden I'm looking right at you, because now you're in your pose, and guys' arms are flailing everywhere, but you're in your pose, you're right there. you have a higher likelihood of getting moved in and looking better than the guys that are fighting on stage. And all of a sudden, I know Ray knows this too, especially in the back pose. When you're in your back pose and all of a sudden you start trying to elbow or get in front of somebody, you get out of your rhythm.
Lose it.
Now you're not even opening up your back at all. You don't even realize it.
Yep.
And now it's like, oh, we turned you around. We're going to give you another shot.
Yep.
Okay, turn back around.
Do it again.
You just posed in the same pose you just did, and you're completely out of how you thought, Because I ask guys, even pros, off the stage, I go, hit a back pose for me right now.
Yeah.
They're right in front of me. They hit it perfect. I go, guys, I got you in the comparison in the lineup. You completely lost it. So it takes a lot of practice, and just you're in your zone. Someone bumps you, take a step. Take a step. Get in your thing. Stay there. Hit it. That's your pose.
So no need to be up here all like this. Watch out, bro.
Exactly.
Watch out, bro. You're gonna lose your parent. You're gonna lose your parents. So.
Yep. So those are the tips that I realized over the past couple months that I want to share with you guys. So
let's clean this posing up, people.
Yep.
Men's physique.
I'm here to talk about another thing that I notice a lot lately that people think about men's physique, and that's that these guys are getting too big. Pros especially know this. I'm sure some amateurs know this too. But guys, listen, I'm getting big on the shoulders and arms. We don't want the big shoulders and arms. However, there's a difference between having big shoulders and arms and it being, the illusion on Instagram or on stage, or like Ray right now. Ray was just here with George Brown getting a workout in, right? So they're pumped. Now, Ray, how tall are you?
6'2".
And how much do you weigh today?
Yesterday I was 218.
218. At 6'2", and if he's 6'2" exactly,
6'2", yep.
the weight limit's 240. If he's a hair over 6'2", his weight limit's 247. Okay, so that's a big difference, guys.
Huge.
Ray himself looks bigger to people because he has a big frame and he's taller. He's wide shoulders, a big frame, and he's taller. But as you can see, there's a big difference between
Huge.
what you are right now and what you'd have to be
Exactly.
to be in Classic Physique,
Yes,
and look competitive. And someone was his size in the Classic Physique competitor or bodybuilder, the shoulders and the arms, the density and the thickness would be a lot different.
Yeah.
This goes for not just Ray. I'm talking about other top men's physique competitors, be it Brandon Hendrickson, who won the Olympia before, Andre Ferguson, multiple-time Arnold Classic winner. These guys might look big to you on Instagram. I don't want to offend Ray by saying you're not big, but
I was going to say,
yeah. but
Yeah,
they don't look like Classic Physique competitors and bodybuilders that are their size and that need to look and be, actually not just look, but be big to be competitive in Classic. So he still has that sleek physique we're looking for, and he knows. I told him, listen, this is where your shoulders and arms can be. You can't get anywhere. Go ahead, hit a front double bicep just so people can see.
Show 'em.
So you guys can see, you can relax. You can see, if we had a guy here that was actually Classic, it'd be a good comparison because, yeah, of course, Ray's in shape, he looks good here. But there's nowhere near the density and the thickness that he would need to be competitive, to be very competitive on a pro Classic stage. So another tip I would have is, guys, yeah, you see these guys, you post pictures, obviously, right after your pump on Instagram and all this stuff. And obviously, on Instagram, you're finding your best angle. So you want to post your best picture, right? If you guys see these guys walking around at a show in a T-shirt when they're not pumped, all of a sudden you're going to go up and be like, oh man, his arms really aren't that big, or oh man, this guy's actually not really that big at all.
Yep.
So for the people that think like, oh, men's physique's getting huge, trust me, guys, we're on it. Ray knows.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, if his shoulders and arms start blowing up, I'm telling him, hey, you're going the wrong direction. So
I wouldn't know immediately, people.
yeah, so that's another thing, guys. Make sure, the shoulders and arms, you want to have like, okay, actually, I'll show you on Ray, too. Again, your front pose. Okay. Look right here. His shoulder flows right into his arm. You see here, you can see the clear separation between shoulder and bicep and tricep. But the shoulder and bicep, this bicep and tricep here isn't like this, and it isn't this thick.
Right.
It's still sleek. It comes in, and the shoulder looks a little bigger than the arm. Okay, so it doesn't mean have bodybuilder shoulders and little arms. It just means your shoulders and arms need to be in a good proportionate way where the shoulders flow nicely into the arms, but the arms and the shoulder are still sleeker rather than dense and thick.
You guys heard it from the guy. You guys heard it. So Classic Physique and Men's Physique, there's different competitors, man.
Yes, sir. So that's another tip for you guys. And one last thing about the shoulders and the arms here. So Ray is 6'2", with a set of wide shoulders. He has a wide structure. Ray's actual arms and shoulders are going to be bigger than someone who's my height. Okay, because if I had as big of arms as and shoulders as Ray, with the rest of, with a 5'8", 5'9" person's torso, you throw the look off completely. Your arms are hanging here, they're all thick, and then it makes you look like you have no chest and no back. So your arms and shoulders need to be shaped in proportion to your frame and your structure. So don't say, oh, this guy's arms are this big, my arms can be that big. No. It's all about your own body and how your body looks. So you guys have to, you have to really, really be careful of that. So don't fall into that mindset or that trap that, well, this guy has bigger arms than me, my arms can be that big. You get your arms that big, guys, I've been talking to men's physique guys all year. It's hard when you get your arms that big to get muscle off your arms and shoulders, because it's hard, it's hard to add muscle, it's harder to strip hard-earned muscle that you've built over years. I mean, then you can't train anymore, and I know people don't like not training arms and shoulders. So I just want to get that out there, because people fall into that mindset. Oh, they see, oh, Ray's arms are pretty big right now. Oh, they're bigger than mine. Yeah, but Ray's 6 inches taller than you, so his arms and shoulders need to be a little bigger to fill out his own frame.